is this very specific type of woman that I have always wanted to be. I have admired this type of person, like when I was young, I used to see these women, especially on the internet, okay? Even like in society out there, I would see this type of women and I would just be like, oh my God, when I grow up, this is exactly what I want to look like. The girls wear like itty bitty skirts, short skirts, like big, meanest heels, insane amount of jewelry, earring stacks, blessed stacks. They got like, what are these ones called? What are they called? They got like those teeth jewelry, like what are they called? I forgot. And they have like the biggest hair. Like if it's a wig, I'm telling you, like this wig has this insane amount of layers and curls. And if it's braids, they are long up to their butt, straight, insane. When they walk past you, you just get the whiff of that perfume, and it's just like, I used to know somebody like this, okay? When she would come around, it's just like my little heart would just go like pop, 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 pop. And I was like, when I grow up, this is who I want to be. Like the hair, the perfume, the jewelry, the skirts. Oh my God, the skirts, the dresses she wore, the heels. I just like, it's something that I absolutely used to love. And then fast forward to 23 years. Wait, no, I'm 24 this year. I keep forgetting that I'm getting older, by the way. So yeah, fast forward to 24 years. And I am not that type of girl. I'm not the girl with the big, insane, beautiful earring stack. I don't even own a wig. I don't have even a picture. I have never been that kind of person. Not now, not when I was in uni, not when I was in high school. I was just like, I have never been that kind of person at all. And I am grown. I'm no longer saying when I grow up I want to be like somebody. I am already grown, okay? So the question is like, why am I not that type of person? When was it? Last week? Was it last week? I feel like, yeah, it was last week, okay. Last week I was scrolling on TikTok, okay? And I saw this very beautiful dark-skinned girl. Gloss done. Makeup heavy, not this clean girl makeup stuff. The makeup was heavy. Brows sculpted. Lips shiny. Eyeshadow, eyeliner. She had this big voluminous hair. She was wearing like a very itty bitty top that covered, like it would end up like right around her boobs. And then she had she had a belly piercing, like the most gorgeous belly piercing, and it was like a heart. It was like dropping here, but I feel like it was like a diamond heart. And she had an earring stuck, like all of this is just covered in earrings, and like the biggest hoops like this, but like tiny, 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 tiny. And she had this big, not big, long far boots, okay? So the top part of the heel is far, and I just feel like that heel could have been 6 inches. If I can find the TikTok, I'm gonna put it out for you guys, but like if I don't find it, I think I have painted the picture well. I saw this video, okay, and it's just like it awakened something in me that I feel like I just forgot. I saw this video, and for a moment I was not a 24-year-old girl scrolling on TikTok. I was that young child looking at somebody and being like, this is who I want to be. And I just feel like I forgot that. I don't know why I forgot that. Like, I just never been that. And then I just like sat in my bed. Sometimes this is how you have those like midlife crisis happening to you. I just looked at that TikTok. By the way, I stalked that TikTok. I was like literally watching all her videos, okay? I don't remember. The thing is, what's funny? What's funny is I didn't catch the TikTok handle. Like I didn't catch a TikTok handle, so I don't know. I don't know why I didn't do that. I don't even remember it. It's just like, and somehow, even on my FYP, it doesn't show up. Like even on my For You, it doesn't show up. I don't know. Maybe this was just like in one instance that happened just to remind me something. I don't know, but I feel like maybe that is the best description that I could say. Yeah, so it was just like it reminded me something. It reminded my heart was just like, oh my god, it was very unsettled. I was just like, I always wanted to be this person, you know. And then I'm just like sitting there and being like, why am I not this person? Okay. My god, it's insane. I just like went on this rampage. Is it rampage? I don't know what's the word, but I just feel like, is it rampage? I don't know. But I went into this down rabbit hole. My rabbit hole, by the way. This is my rabbit hole. And just like asking myself over and over, like, why am I not this person? I always wanted to be this person. Like, even today, when I go on Pinterest, guys, my Pinterest is just full of these beautiful, sexy women who are just so in tune with their sexuality. Like the heels, the hair, like that's just something I have always wanted, you know. So I just like got into like my rabbit hole in my head, and I'm just like, why have I never been this person? Why am I not this person? Like, what happened? What happened between the year of me being so young and admiring this kind of person and up to the point where I'm 24 years old and I have never been this kind of person? By the way, people say you should not doom scroll, you should not stay on TikTok, but I just feel like sometimes things on social media really do, like they help. Like you're gonna see something and you're gonna be like, wait, why am I not doing this? I love doing this. Why am I not doing that? You can get inspired. It fully depends on how you use TikTok or how you use like the social media as a whole. But for me, I don't know. Sometimes I scroll, sometimes I really get valuable insights. For example, this time I got very valuable insights. Okay. One was a YouTube video and the other was also a TikTok. The thing is with TikToks, I don't know where to find these people where I can like put their handles. I wish I remembered, but I can't remember for the life of me. I don't even know what their TikTok names are. Okay. So let's start with the YouTube video. I feel like this was last year or last 2 years. I was on YouTube here and I was just like scrolling, like the usual. I came across this video and the title is Let Yourself Be Skinny. It's by some white woman. I don't know the name. Also, I don't know the name. I never know the names of anybody. I'm gonna put it here because I actually remember that video, okay? The video is called Let Yourself Be Skinny. Okay. Back then when I watched this video, I just think it was not meant for me, okay? I watched this video and I was like, this is a fat shaming, bitch. Like, why is she fat shaming people? Because it's either she's fat shaming people or she's promoting the skinny epidemic. And I was like, this is just not the video for me. Like, what even is this? I was just like, I was very hateful in that instance. I was very, very hateful. I was not ready to understand what exactly that video was going to talk about. Okay, so fast forward to last week. It's kind of like when you are in this, I feel like when you're in this phase or position where you are looking for something and you want answers, somehow the answers always find you. Like, I don't even know how to explain this because the moment I saw that video, I felt so troubled. I went to the TikTok, I scrolled, and I just shifted from TikTok to YouTube, and all of a sudden, this same video that occurred to me 2 years ago, I didn't even open the video back then. I just like read the title and I was pissed. I read the title and I was angry. Like, what? Let yourself be skinny. Why are you promoting skinny epidemic? Girl, no. Okay, I didn't even open the video. But fast forward to last week. Okay, I went to YouTube. Guess what on the first video? Guess what was the first video on my FYP, on my YouTube, For You page? I was like, it was there. Let yourself be skinny. And something just in me, like something in me was just like, you know what? click the video and watch it. So I clicked the video and I'm watching it. And let me just say, let me correct myself for hating on the woman. I don't even know why I was here, because the video, it doesn't even talk about being skinny. In this video, this woman just talks about how to not self-sabotage, you know. Sabotage, I don't know. But I feel like the main idea of the video was that sometimes people want to be skinny, people want to lose weight, but they are not allowing themselves to lose weight because of many different reasons. She gave reasons like such as they're scared of like losing their identity, like if somebody has always been a fat person and people have always known you as a fat person, being skinny all of a sudden shifts that, it just like disrupts that identity, even though it's something you want, but internally and subconsciously you are like rejecting it because it's not something you're used to. Sometimes it's just like you're scared of like what other people are gonna think of me, like the responsibility that comes with it. And I was like, what responsibility comes with being skinny? And the way she explained it, I just feel like I cannot explain it in the way that she explained it. If you want, you can watch that video and you can understand better. But she was just like, like when you are skinny, the attention you get, sometimes even the people around you can hate you for being skinny. They can hate you for looking a certain type of way because maybe you look good than them and you are scared of losing that. So it was just like a very insightful video for me. And then I was just like, wait, is this, like, is the universe trying to tell me something? Like, is there a message for me in this video? And I was like, fuck yes, it is. The thing is, I never allowed myself to be that woman. I was there asking myself, like, why am I not this type of girl? Why am I not this type of person? And the whole time, it's just me. I never allowed myself to be that kind of person. Like, I never fully opened my heart to be this kind of woman. It's just like be this woman. Is this like self-sabotage or what is it? But I feel like this video didn't exactly give me the answer to why. It gave me like the insight, like a path, like a step to getting to the bottom of the hole of like why I never even gave this being this type of woman a chance. And then I was just like, yeah, I never allowed myself to be this type of person. But the question that still lingered in my head was just like, okay, so if I never allowed myself to be this kind of person, why exactly did I never allow myself to be this kind of person? It's kind of like, why exactly I never did. Now that led me to watching a bunch of TikToks. All of a sudden I landed onto this TikTok. She was like and the reason that I clicked on this TikTok and made me stay, it's not even for the first, what is it? The hook. They always put hooks. It's not even the fact that what she was speaking in the beginning, but it's just like the person that was speaking. It was like this exact type of person I want to be. Like the big hair, big earrings, like the voice this woman spoke with. Like those people who have like a very deep but soft, poetic voice. Like the women that read poems. That's exactly how she spoke. And I was just like captivated. But I was like, wait, this person is such a beautiful woman. Like she's she's so beautiful. And I was just like, by the way, what exactly is she talking about? Okay. So I rewinded the TikTok from the beginning, and then I was just like, okay, let me listen. Okay. And this beautiful woman, she was talking about, she said, it is not that you do not know who you are, or it is not that you are stuck in life. You just don't want to disappoint your mother. Let me just like keep quiet for you to get that again. Okay. You are not stuck in life, and it's not that you do not know who you are. You are just scared to disappoint your mother. And I was like, dang, what even is this? What is this? What is she talking about? What is she talking about? Like, why wouldn't I want to disappoint my mom? What? What is going on right now? I was just like, I don't know, like that is such a very harsh statement to say. But then she kept explaining, okay? And she said that if you want to live a stress-free, no, she said that if you want to live a carefree life that is actually meant for you, you need to decenter your mother's voice. Like you need to get your mother's voice out of your head. Okay? And I was like, wait, why is she making sense? Okay? Why is she making sense? Like, why does this psychological therapy talk actually make sense? And I was like, the reason that I never allowed myself to be skinny was because I was scared of disappointing my mom. Like these two videos just go hand in hand. And let me elaborate it further in my aspect of this being this kind of woman that I want to be. My mom, okay, she is, by the way, she's the I don't want to say she's toxic. My mom is one of the best moms out there. Okay, she did what she could. If anything was within her power to provide for us emotional, emotional, physical needs, wants, whatever, if she could, she did. Okay. But the thing is, this is where that voice that the woman was talking about that comes in. My mom is a very, like when I say very, I mean very Christian woman. Okay, like she is a very Christian woman. And when I say this Christian, I don't mean that kind of, like, I mean into it. And there is this thing about, I don't know if it's with other white people as well, or like any other ethnic groups. Oh, why did I say white people like that? That sounded very racist, by the way. Anyway, I don't know. What I wanted to say is, I don't know if it is with other ethnic groups as well. But if you find a black Christian mom, my darling, my sweet, sweet child, you are gonna like, I don't know. I don't know what to say. Because I can't even find the word to describe the life you're gonna live. Okay? There is this thing within the black Christian community where the way somebody looks directly equals their morality. As in, the way somebody dresses, the way somebody keeps their hair, their skin, equals the way they act, like their morals, the way they treat people, the way they value themselves. I do not disagree that the way somebody dresses physically, it does not tell about something that person, like behavior. It does, but not 100%. Okay, sometimes people have a different style, and they behave a very different way. One of my friends in uni, I met this person in uni, and she's like, I love that girl so much. Okay, she has a low cut. Okay, she has bleached blonde hair. I've never seen that girl wear a bra in her life. She always wears these very skimpy, skin tight tops, no bra, free boob, free nipple. Everything is just like very in there. One day she came home. She came to visit me at home. My mom was there. My mom also had come to visit me, okay? And she came to visit me. And my mom was very kind and sweet to her. She was like, what do you want to eat? She gave her money and everything. When she left, my mom was like, oh, I don't like that girl. Do you see her hair? She bleached her hair. What kind of girl has short hair? The bleach, the boobs are outside, the nipples are outside. She's so disrespectful. And she was like bashing her, like bashing the shit out of her. And in my mind, I'm like, I can't even fathom, like, what even is going on right now. She was like the best student, okay? She was the best. She had the highest grades. She had the most self-respect I've seen in a person. She was kind. She's the kindest person that I've ever met. She don't play. By the way, she don't even give a shit about men. She doesn't give a shit about men. Like, If you hear people who absolutely have dissented men in their lives, this kind of person, this girl, she has mastered the art of detached, dissented men. Like, she's such a person that I can't even explain, you know. She's like an ideal Christian person. But the thing is, my mom was bashing her just because of the way she looks. And I remember that instance yesterday. And then I was like, now I understand what that woman meant with you need to get rid of your mother's voice. Because I just came to understand that from the moment that my mind was open, as a child, from the moment that my mind was open, up until this age, I have always had my mom talk really bad about a certain type of people. Okay, I have heard you cannot braid your hair. If you wear that skirt, you're going to hell. Those heels straight to the devil. By the way, those earrings are just insane. You're gonna die and you're gonna burn for life. You might think this is funny, guys. I'm not exaggerating. Like, this is exactly what my mom would say. If she would see somebody like a girl wear like a miniskirt, she's like, that's a whore and a slut and she's gonna burn. And she's gonna burn in hell for eternity. And it's just like, you know, and when she's been saying this for my whole life, and I don't want to burn in I don't want to burn in hell. Okay, like the thought of burning in hell for eternity is just, it's scary. So the thing is, since I was a child to a teenager to a grown up right now, I just came to subconsciously put it in my mind that if I look a certain type of way, I'm gonna burn in hell. you know if I wear long heels, I'm gonna burn in hell. If I put, if I get like certain amount of piercings, like above normal, I'm gonna burn in hell. If I look certain type of way, I'm gonna burn in hell, which is just insane because I'm not gonna burn in hell, by the way. It just doesn't make sense. It's very strange. It's a very strange way of reasoning. So, anyways, I just came to realize that I that voice my mom put in my head, even though I'm just like, even though sometimes you don't want to accept it, but it is what it is. Sometimes it is what it is. Your mom's voice. Well, when I say mom, I don't mean a mother, the one that gave birth to you. Sometimes it could be your dad, it could be a sister, it could be a cousin, it could be a neighbor, it could be a teacher, it could be a stranger, somebody who, I just feel like somebody who you look up to guide you in life. Their words that they speak when you are a child, they shape the way you grow up to be and view the world. Okay, maybe there was a teacher who you actually looked up to, the way that this teacher lived her life and the values she believed in, and like the morals and everything, they shape you to be the kind of person at a certain point in your life that you're gonna end up being that kind of person. So it's just like the reason that I never got to be this kind of woman and I never allowed myself to be this kind of woman is because of the voice my mom put in my head. Even up to today, I could see somebody walk out without a bra and like their nipples are out. And I'm a little bit judgmental. I'm not gonna lie. I get a little bit judgmental, okay? When I see the girls with like the shorter skirts, I get judgmental. When I see the girls, with their, I don't know, I just get judgmental, which is funny because this is exactly the kind of person that makes my heart beat. This is the kind of person that I want to be. I want to be that kind of person, the confidence to wear that, the just to say fuck off and put that fucking short skirt on and just own it. I want that. But somehow I'm so judgmental about that. It just doesn't make sense, you know? So it's just like, yeah, I really do need to get my mom's voice out of her head, and I just need to listen to myself and get myself together, you know? So yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about in 2026. Not even to, like, starting today. Fuck it, starting today. I need to do better. You know, maybe I could just like stop wearing a bra. Yeah, I could just stop wearing a bra. I could just like do something else. I want to be this kind of person, and I want to fully allow myself to be this person. Own it. You know. I don't know. So, yeah, if you're also somebody who's out there and there's a kind of person that you absolutely love and want to be, maybe it's actually time for you to just like be the kind of person, you know? And also, I don't feel like there is a type of person that does things, you know? There is not a type of person that writes. You want to be a writer, you want to be the kind of girl you see on Instagram that goes to skiing. You want to be a painter, you know, like I don't know, maybe you saw somebody on TikTok do painting, maybe do beading, do something crafting. Then you're like, oh, I want to be that kind of person. The thing is, you just gotta be that kind of person. You know, it's not like there are people who are born painters. Of course, the people who are born painters, there are people who just like know how to paint since they're young. But yeah, so anyways, to just like conclude and end the video, I just wanna tell anybody who is watching this video that you really need to get out there and do what you wanna do. You know, like live the life you wanna live. What is it? You wanna wear big fur coats? Well, go wear big fur coats. You wanna paint? Go paint. You wanna write? Go write. You wanna do something. If you have like the financial ability to do it, or whatever it is, like, you know, if you have the physical ability to do it, do it. You could wake up one morning and your legs, you know, you just like walk out of your door, a car hits you, now you an amputee, you ain't got no legs. Like, how you gonna wear that miniskirt? God, please. I'm just like, you never know when life could change. I don't want to die without having a picture of me in a miniskirt and big heels. Not big heels, tall heels, big hair, big hoops, earring stuff, nose ring, belly ring, you know. I love all of that. I love all of that. Maybe, and I just want to tell you that, you know, maybe it can be hard, of course. Starting can make you feel like an imposter syndrome. You can be like, wait, everybody knows that, you know, everybody knows that I'm not the kind of person that would wear a short skirt. It's okay. And you're gonna feel imposter syndrome and all of that, but like with time you're gonna own who you are. You just gotta own who you are and do it. It's not gonna be easy for the first time. You're gonna feel out of it. You're gonna feel like, this is not me. You're gonna feel like it's wrong. You're gonna feel you're gonna judge yourself a lot. You're gonna judge yourself a lot. But there's just gonna become a time where you're like, wait, I like this. This makes me happy. And yeah, I just want to tell you that you, my darling, can live the life that you want. And don't let your mother's voice stop you from letting yourself be skinny. Anyways, guys, that's the end of it. That's all I wanted to say. So yeah, love you. Mwah. Bye.